Tom Adamo, the greatest fullback to ever live. His lone season at UGF was so legendary, once he graduated, they named the stadium after him. In his 6-year Hall of Fame NFL career, he made 5 Pro Bowls, including 1 Super Bowl victory. His playing days may be done, but he's not ready to leave football just yet. He's returning to the college game, but this time as an offensive coordinator. This is going to be unlike any dynasty I've done in the past. This is going to be a Coach Carousel offensive coordinator career. There seems to be some issues with the faces in this mod, because I would go like a different face, but as you see, the teeth look very creepy on these models. They're like jumping out the lips. So I'm going to avoid that, and we're just going to go with this and pretend that's Tom Adamo. It's all good, we can use our imagination. I'm running the simulator on my computer, so I was unable to get UGF or DVSU into this dynasty. So that's why you don't see his alma mater showing up, and that's why you won't see UGF or Death Valley State in this dynasty whatsoever. Sorry to disappoint you on that front, but hey, at least we got NCAA football back. I must say, I'm very proud of the people at College Football Revamped. This is an excellent mod. It's essentially a brand new game. I put up a poll in the community tab to decide who I was going to do this offensive coordinator career with. Will Horton and Tom Adamo obviously were the 2 picks for me. Tom Adamo won in a landslide, but I still want to do a Will Horton offensive coordinator career mode, so I'm considering doing it over on my Twitch channel as like a stream live series. If you'd like to watch me play that, go over to twitch.tv/nottheexpertyt, and then we can have some fun watching Will Horton coach whatever team he's coaching at the time. Tom Adamo, so he was a great fullback, so I'm assuming he's going to run a lot of running schemes. I'm not sure which playbook I want to go with. We'll probably stick with the spread option. That's always a fun one. As long as we have a fullback dive somewhere in this playbook, I'll be happy. And we're going to be running it a lot because we're going to start at a 1-star school, and I can imagine they won't have good quarterbacks or good receivers. Or anyone good. What's going to be nice about this series is I don't have to play defense whatsoever. It's an offensive coordinator career mode. It's going to be simulated the entire time. So that way you don't have to watch me miss like 30 tackles a game. Not expecting this to be a particularly long series, so I'm going to set my coach level progression to the normal. We are not going to generate auto names. Thankfully, the people at College Football Revamped, when you download this mod, the names are already put in there for you, so we have the 2020 updated rosters, which I am very grateful for. Of course, we got to play on Heisman difficulty. Will that stop the comments from saying I'm playing on freshman? No, it won't. Gonna have it at 6-minute quarters, and player minimum speed threshold is gonna be at 25. I'm using the same sliders I used in both my UGF and DVSU dynasties, and I must comment on this. I don't think I've mentioned publicly about the College Football Revamp mod yet. They included this little Easter egg of UGF in the import team builder option. Depending on how this series does, and if this video gets like 20,000 likes or something, I might consider doing another like team builder dynasty. But I would need some help from people at College Football Revamped to make the teams for me, because I am not the brightest in the world, we'll say that. One downside of this mod is it does not have the conferences pre-sorted when you start a dynasty, so I had to do that process myself. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes, but if I did, just let me know and then I'll fix it in a future offseason. So the way this dynasty is going to work is we're going to start from the very bottom, not 6-star, all the way down at 1-star. So instead of like 130 teams to choose from, now we only have 4 to choose from. The way this series is going to work is we're always going to try to upgrade to a new school next season, but I don't want to jump from like a 1-star school straight to a 6-star school. That would just kind of be way too quick for me and not as fun. So I think the best way to do this is have like a certain threshold we have to pass before we can move on from each school. For Akron, it's going to be very, very low. For Akron, all I'm trying to do is get to a 2-star program. Once we get Akron to a 2-star program, we'll move on to another 2-star program. Once we upgrade that 2-star program to a 3-star program, we're going to move on to another 3-star program, and we're going to continue upgrading from there on. And I think the series will end once we win a national championship. I'm intending this to be like a little mini series. Not really sure how to approach recruiting in this series either. So what's the point of even doing recruiting if we're not going to see those prospects play at all? I'll probably wait to do recruiting until I feel like I'm settled into a certain situation. I'm really just figuring this all out as I go. Well, I mean, judging by UTSA, their offense is 81 at a 1-star school. I think they might be too good to start out. UTEP, New Mexico, I think I want to go with the Akron Zips, just because they're the lowest rated team on this list, and I always like to start from the bottom. Oh man, they look terrible. So in 2009, they were 3-9, and then they went 1-11 for the next 3 seasons. Did they even play in 2013? I don't know, not my problem. All I have to do is make this a better program than just 1 star, so hopefully I can do that. I like how my target wins per year is 5 already, and they haven't even won 5 games in the past 3 years. First job for Tom Adamo, going to Akron, the land of LeBron James. Even our head coach is is terrible. His scouting isn't very good, but like I said, we're probably not going to do a lot of scouting in this series, especially up front. Defensive coordinator's level 6, not that great either. Tom Adamo, fresh out the NFL, right back into coaching. We're going to go with increased stamina because that goes a long way in these games, especially with all the hurry-up teams. But I guess I don't have to play defense, so I don't have to worry about the CPU abusing it. So there's a few players I added into this team. For whatever reason, Akron did not have a single fullback on the roster, so I thought it'd be fun to put in Will Horton Jr. For one, because I didn't choose Will Horton for this offensive coordinator career, and I thought it'd be cool to have Will Horton's son out here. He's one of our best players. As you can see, break tackle and trucking is through the roof. He's repping number 40, just like Tom Adamo. His dad wore number 4 at UGF. Did not play the same position as his dad, but as you can tell here, I gave him a little bit of throw power and accuracy. Nothing too crazy, but we can mess around with him at tight end, wide receiver, running back, maybe a little quarterback if our quarterbacks are too trash. Best throw power is 80 and the best throw accuracy is 72. So Will Horton Jr. at quarterback could happen. He has the best accuracy on the team. At running back, one of our best players, Tayon Dollard. Tayon, I don't know how to pronounce that, but we'll figure that out as we go. He's got 81 speed, 84 break tackle. Look like he can catch a little bit too, so we'll take advantage of that. A lot of screen passes and such. I can work with that. At wide receiver, our best guy is 80 overall. No one with any real speed. The fastest guy has like 84. Let's see, do we have anyone who can catch though? 82 catching, that's actually very good. 80 route running, yeah. Nate Stewart's gonna be our guy. 77 overall tight end. I love a good tight end every now and then. 78 catching, that is also very good. So don't sleep on these guys, there might be potential here. But until we get to the offensive line, these guys look terrible. 68 at left tackle, 68 at left guard, 80 overall center, that's a nice surprise. 68 right guard and a 68 right tackle. Oh boy. It's going to be tough to run the football, pass the football, really anything on offense with this team. We're going to have to get rid of the football quick. Defensive ends don't look good either, but we're not going to be controlling it. But I'll still look at it just out of curiosity. Both 69 on the defensive ends, 69 defensive tackle, 69 outside linebacker, 83 overall middle linebacker. He's probably one of our highest rated players. At cornerback, we got AJ Watts, 81 overall. I did make Josh Mims Jr., who is supposed to be the son of Mims from our Blitz the League 2 series. Just a little callback to him. He's not really the greatest player, but just like his dad, he's a fantastic return man. So he's going to be returning kicks for us. I'm not exactly sure if I can control that in game, but he's got 99 kick returns, so maybe he'll bring a few back to the house and help us when I'm in some binds. And he's the fastest player on the team, so we can probably look to put him at offense here and there. Free safety and strong safety, nothing to write home about there. Kicker, Corey Smeagol, like Lord of the Rings Smeagol. He's got 71 kick power, 71 accuracy. I've had a lot worse in my life. We all remember Blaze Bortles. And the punter, 65 accuracy, 78 kick power. Again, I can work with this. This is not the worst team I've ever used. I'm not really concerned about redshirting anyone right now because I don't think I'll be on this team next season. But I will set the depth chart here. Because everyone on this team is very bad at throwing, I might look to put a guy like Cato Nelson, who has some speed out here, as a higher position, maybe the backup. We'll leave Zach Gibson as the starter right now with his 80 throw power, 72 accuracy, but then again, if he plays terribly, we might just look to an option attack. Will Horton Jr. is going to be our backup running back. Tayon Dollard is going to be number 1. We're going to have Josh Mims at the 3rd wide receiver spot with that kind of speed. His catching is only 57 though, so he's going to have a lot of drops. Will Horton Jr. is going to be our emergency quarterback. I like how they did this too. They have FCS Northwest. It says Stampede. I think it's kind of supposed to be like North Dakota State, right? But with those colors and everything. I appreciate those small details from the team. So our strength of schedule right now is a C-, but we have to face 2 ranked opponents to start out our season. UCF on the road and then Michigan on the road. Both of those likely to be L's for us. Then we get a nice softer game with FCS Northwest, and then we start conference play. Heisman watch, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, and Kyle Trask all on the list. I bet this game was not expecting Devontae Smith to be in this list. We're going to be playing in the MAC, so we're going to have some action going on in this series, at least to start out. A lot of the teams are equally as bad as we are, so we have a pretty good chance at least competing in this league. Schools with the least job security, so we could maybe jump to Appalachian State or Kansas after this season, assuming they're all 2-star schools, because that's the only place we can jump up to, at least initially. Definitely don't have the best uniforms for sure, but that's what the whole point is. We're going to be upgrading. What I mean, the whole point isn't the uniforms. It's all about upgrading throughout the career mode. It's all about the graphics.
The graphics. That's really what this is all about.
Oh my goodness. Every time I play NCAA, it's a torrential downpour, and I'm not sure why. And the field has gone black. I think there's a glitch. I might need to reboot and fix this. because that does not look correct. All right, I was able to change the setting, and hey, we got the field back. I think it actually looks a little bit more crisp now. I like it. Hopefully everything runs smoothly. I literally upgraded my entire computer just to be able to play this game. So if you don't like this video, Frank's coming for you. The bounce house? There can't be anybody who calls it that. What is this, Chuck E. Cheese? In the ball pit? Is this one of those like trampoline parks? Y'all are whack in Central Florida. But I mean, you guys do your thing. We're called the Zips out here, so I can't say we can talk very much. It looks like we purchased these uniforms off of like a discount store online. Great return to up to the 48-yard line. Having Mims on the team is going to make this a lot easier for me. Let's go ahead and give it to Will Horton Jr. on the first play. Got 4 yards. I missed this game. Fullback dives were overpowered, and I'm a big fan of that. I love fullbacks. We're going to abuse Will Horton Jr. as much as possible. He's our third tight end as well out there. So if he gets open, we're going to hit him. Or we're going to hit this guy across the middle who has no hands. We're never throwing the ball again. I'm thinking this series is going to be kind of chill, though, because we don't have to worry about recruiting. We're just going to hop into our games, kind of go through it pretty quickly. Oh man, I haven't played this game in a while. I do not know how to make reads. Not like I ever did, but we're going to be kicking this ball back to them pretty quickly. They haven't scored yet. Well, that's a good sign. Let's ask coach for a while. Let me chill out, run the football. I've been playing NFL head coach 09. I don't have to make any reads. I just call the plays. Let's see how our highest rated player is. Dollard already thrown a guy off of him, but we're losing a yard there. But it looks sharp. I mean, this is the best NCAA 14 has ever looked. Let's hit this guy in the open space. Wolfie, give him that stiff arm. Wolfley. His name is Maverick. You know, this guy's kind of crazy. Do it, Dollard. Good moves. Still breaking tackles. That's a big-time run. I like the presentation, too. The ESPN scoreboard update, priority scoreline at the bottom. It's all very beautiful. Mims Jr. out here. He's open, and he catches it. There goes Mims Jr. Wow, he's so fast. We might have made him way too quick because he's got the first touchdown of his career here and the first touchdown of Tom Adamo's head coaching career as well. Just the slant route, dodging the safety, and he's gone. Gotta love that physics engine, knocking out other players. They score right back, though. I had a feeling we were not going to be able to escape this game that easily. But I missed this game, though. The gameplay is just so good for a football game. Give me that block, QB. We're looking good. I mean, UCF has been as a tough of opponent as I expected, but I guess their main threat is their offense, which I don't have to face myself. The CPU would do a much better job than I ever would, that's for sure. We got the Mims coming around. Oh, that's Hicks, excuse me. Gonna pitch that now. Good run. Oh, all that for 0 yards, actually. That's a disappointment. 3rd and 3 typically would be a fullback dive situation, but I completely zoned out, so we're gonna go with a halfback dive. Dollard is strong, though. He's good. Oh, the thoughties. It's been too long. Triple option with Will Horton Jr. and Dollard. Oh, quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to slide down for the first. Who needs to pitch it? Dollard's been doing a lot for us, but I want to see more Will Horton Jr. Look at him break those tackles. Again, I probably made these guys a little bit too overpowered, but then you got to think about, this is only our first destination. Everything here on out is going to be completely randomized, and these guys are only with us for 1 year. It's not like we're going to win a championship with them or anything. Oh, I might not even win a game with them. I'm just trying to not abuse the plays that are known to be abused in this game. I guess slants are one of them, but we'll just run this one or just drop it off for him and get 4th and inches. I thought you were going to get there. Coach wants to try this little wide receiver screen. I'm willing to give it a go. Got the blockers out there. This is looking pretty good. Wow, that was nice. Good blocking. I mean, these guys are only like 60-something overall, but they're looking pretty strong up front. Let's get it underneath them. Stewart. Best route runner and best hands on the team. UCF's defense is very weak. Tom Adamo's already shown he's the GOAT offensive coordinator. Gonna drop it underneath. Mims Jr. Oh my God, I thought he was gonna fumble. I gave him pretty garbage carrying. His catching is only like 50-something, but I mean, he's getting it open space. Zach Gibson's just dropping it off. Already got 110 yards. Oh God, don't kill me. I'm just gonna go down so I don't die. That 21 was looking for blood. Gonna have to throw it here. Let's try and look for Stewart. I feel like I trust his hands. I don't know if he's fully open, though, so we're going to try to scramble with Gibson. And Gibson's going to be short of it. No first down here. Will Horton screen pass time. Gets rid of it. Good juke. This is already a fun team. I probably gave myself way too many weapons to start out my offensive coordinator career, but it's not my fault there's a large lineage from UGF and Blitz the League out here where they're having a bunch of kids that are just legends. How is that on me? Plus, it's a lot of fun. That's why we're all out here doing this anyway, right? It's all for fun. Oh, running them over. I mean, clearly we're not overpowered yet. It's only 7-7 so far in this game. We had one big play and that was it. Oh, Stewart dropped it. Oh, they're coming in quick. Yeah, just got to get rid of that. Fourth down again. Pressure got to me. I was not paying attention very well. I like that. Oh, and he dropped it. Nearly picked. Another turnover. So we had that one big play earlier in the game, and then we just keep getting disappointing drops and short of the first down and just bad plays from me. Still in this game, though. Defense is keeping us in it. We're just going to go short here. Oh, Stewart. The step back cheese. Yeah, let's hit B. Get upfield, get that first. We're going to call that timeout. 6 seconds to go before halftime. Forgive me, I'm going to have to do another 4 verts here, but it's 6 seconds left until halftime. I see RB over the top, and he's got it for the touchdown. What a throw from Zach Gibson. You have impressed me tremendously today. No big deal here. We might just upset a ranked team in his first ever offensive coordinator game. Get rid of that. We got the white guy, and he's got the spin moves. Jeremiah Knight. Dropped that one short, and he dropped it, but that's going to be fourth down. I threw that kind of into coverage, so it was kind of dangerous. I don't know how our defense is stopping them, to be completely honest. In fact, it looks like they got us a turnover inside their half of the 50. Ooh, not much of a running game established. I should probably get back to that, but, I mean, even coach doesn't want to call it. Fullback belly, I like the sound of that. Up the gut, too. Stiff arming, folks. Halfback slam it. We need Will Horton to block. Oh, you forgot to block, Will. Come on, mate. I don't think we have the leg for this one. It would be a tremendously long field goal for a 70 kick power guy. Or would that be like 49? Yeah, he would not hit that. Let's hit that running back. There you go, Dollar. Moving the sticks. Ooh, okay. I'm rolling out. I don't want to force that deep. Oh, I'm definitely forcing that into coverage, and that one's going to get picked off. Should have learned my lesson and just threw it out of bounds or something, or made a different decision. Whenever I roll out like that, you're just expecting the worst. For what it's worth, though, I will say Zach Gibson, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns on this game up to that point. Been pretty good. And there goes UCF. As soon as you make a mistake, they're going to capitalize on it. Let's try to not make as many mistakes this time around. I mean, he's so freaking strong. Bulldozing. We got 77 rushing yards on the game. We got Will Horton open. He is such a strong threat for us at so many different areas. I want to try a read option with Will Horton at QB. That sounds so cool to say that again. I'm going to hand this one off to Dollard, and that's going backwards. Your pops, Will Horton, would have pulled that himself and just danced around until he made something work. Slant route on the money to Mims Jr. Oof. Dollard is not having the best of days, that's for sure. Nice, Mims. Oh, my goodness, Mims. Just like your daddy-o. Not enough for it, but please let us take this field goal. I'm going to try at 41 yards. It's about full power there, and he got it. 17-14, taking the lead here in the fourth quarter. Let's go, Zips. We get the ball back. This is good news. UCF, you kind of stink. Dollar, he gets a couple of those every now and then. He's going to take a couple here. Gibson sliding down. I've played this game so many times, I know all the exploits and everything. I don't like to use them a lot. Like, I could go 4 verts right here, but that's less fun to me. Let's just go to slant. Well, I guess slants is kind of one, but... Roll out, buddy. Throw it off your back foot, and that's that cheese. Block downfield. There goes Matheson, and he's going to be gone. Touchdown, Zips. See you later, UCF. We're going to upset you right here in week 1. Oh, I spoke too soon. UCF went and scored. We got 1 minute left in the game. Let's try to run this football. Dollar's got the best carrying, so we're going to keep it in his hands. Good job. Oof. 2 timeouts. I'm going to drop this one short. Hicks got a good spin move. Block from Will Horton. I'm going out of bounds. That was a mistake. That actually stops the clock. They get to keep a timeout. So that means we got to go crazy here. We're going to throw it. We're going to go for this first down because I clearly would not make this field goal. We're going to look for one of our running backs. We're going to look for Will Horton. And he's got it just enough for the first down. Now all we got to do is kneel this football and take this one home. There goes Tom Adamo, starting off with a victory in his head coaching career. Or not head coaching, offensive coordinator career. He'll be a head coach one day. Stats on the game, Zach Gibson was excellent today. 17 of 25, 278 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Will Horton 1 of 1 for 9 yards. Tony Dollard 19 attempts, 56 yards. Zach Gibson 30 yards on the ground. Will Horton 4 rushes, 21 yards. Mims was awesome as well. 4 catches, 70 yards and a touchdown. Matheson had 3 catches, 69 yards and a touchdown. And then Hicks also got a touchdown as well. Defense did an amazing job as well. They forced 2 turnovers, held them to 21 points, allowed us to stay in this ball game. Kicker made a long field goal today. We finished with almost 400 yards of total offense. If you don't think Tom Adamo is one of the best offensive coordinators in college football already, you're smoking some. This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com. Manscaped's got the world's first all-in-one grooming kit, featuring the world-famous ball trimmer, the Lawnmower 3.0. It's cordless, waterproof, and it has an advanced skin-safe design. It's quiet and has an LED light so you can trim in dim lighting if you need to. Trust me, I've been partnered with Manscaped for years. They're easily my favorite company. I recommend getting the Lawnmower 3.0, especially in the Perfect Package 3.0, because you not only get the Lawnmower 3.0, but you also get their other amazing products as well, like the Crop Cleanser and Crop Reviver. They got the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. This thing is a beast. Weed Whacker's got the same skin-safe technology that you know and love from the Lawnmower 3.0, which helps reduce any nicks, snags, or tugs. If you want to take advantage of this special offer right now, go use my custom link in the description below at manscaped.com/expert, and you'll get 20% off and free shipping off your order, and the 2 free gifts courtesy of Manscaped. Once again, use the link in the description below to get 20% off your purchase of the Performance Package at manscaped.com/expert. Thanks again to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. First game as an offensive coordinator. Won the game, beat a top 25 team, over 350 offensive yards, more than 21 points. I mean, that was perfection to start out. Next game might not be the same luck. Gotta go into the big house to play number 15 Michigan. Toughest opponent on our schedule. I can't believe after a game like that we didn't get enough to upgrade Tom Adamo, but whatever. Anyways, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. You're all legends in my book, and as for me, I am Drew Morris, Big Ol' Drewski, not the expert. And I'll see all you guys in my next video. Peace. Thank you to Patreon supporters Jack Webb, Zach Harper, Anthony Uhas, Cameron Hood, Timbo Slice, Cameron Tipton, Richard Pizer, Tristan Stagner, Kobe Cochran, Keenan White, The Test Man, John Hollier, Seth Washburn, Timothy Statson, Matt Woodruff, and Colin Kohler.